What's up, my fellow OUYA? After the disappointing last week, this week had a much better array of new games. Let's roll. This week's games are Maldita Castilla by Locomalito, Boost2 by Jonathan Lanis, gemHex by Jay Griffin, and Motrya by JSH Gaming. After the last week had only few great new releases, I didn't expect much for this week as well. Then came Maldita Castilla. I had played Maldita on my PC before and loved it. Now it's on the OUYA, and man, it's even better. The graphics are fantastic and the style is just marvelous. Of course, they look very retro, which I actually think is why Maldita is so appealing. The combination of retro graphics and old school sound forms a magical combination with the comic style and gives us one of the most entertaining games for the OUYA. Everything in this game is perfect and I wish I could pay money for it. But nobody can buy it because it's entirely free. However, at this point I would like to encourage you to donate some money to Locomalito. He has been giving away all his games for free so far, so let's help this lovable guy and donate some money to him. See that annotation? Or the description for a link and scroll all the way down on that page. To conclude, Maldita Castilla is our rightful game of the week. Next up is a new contender in the category Endless Runner. It goes by the name Boost2. We've seen many games like Boost2 recently, but Boost2 is actually graphically appealing, contrary to most other competitors. The lines are crisp, the colors are extremely well selected and harmonize with the smooth music. This combination manages to pull you into the game and into a trance-like state that is very soothing. I loved how Boost2 played and can highly recommend you give it a try. Speaking of well-selected colors, that's your job in gemHex. Selecting colors for gems. At first, I thought this would be just another gem game that is way too similar to Tetris or Blockalicious. Well, turns out I was wrong. gemHex could very well be the hardest gem game out there. I can't even explain how this game works except from this very cryptic explanation. You need to change the colors of the gems in order to get to a certain result that's on the right side of the screen. As bad as that might sound, I totally loved gemHex for being different. Apart from my very cryptic explanation, gemHex is actually very intuitive and fast to learn. After the initial learning period is over, you enjoy solving those tricky puzzles and have a great time. The next game is a game that we've totally overlooked last week. It's called Motrya. A big thanks to DreadVenom1 for pointing this out on YouTube and giving us the opportunity to try out one of the best RPGs on the OUYA. If you've ever played Pokemon on a Game Boy or emulator, you will be right at home in Motrya. But to be fair, the comparison between Pokemon and Motrya is only because of the similar controls and gameplay elements. The story and scripting of Motrya is so much better that most other RPGs pale in comparison. Honestly, there are very few games out there that can compete with the character and world building of this amazing game. I agree that the graphics aren't all that great, but really, who cares? That is a small price to pay for a story that gives you characters that have several layers and are not that stereotypical. Go try out Motrya if you consider yourself a real RPG nerd. For everybody else, Motrya might actually turn you into a big RPG fan. Try it. That is already the end of this weekly recap. As always, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below if there's a game we missed from your point of view. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Take care and see you next time. Bye!